it was just a couple weeks ago that you were predicting that Prigozhin would either be dead or that there would be a second coup by the end of the year. What do you think about the timing here if Putin was behind this?
Well, I mean, again, on the assumption that Putin was behind it, and there seems to be no force in Russia that could have done this outside of Putin's authorization and purview, then the only question is, why did it happen so fast? I mean, the reason why we on this program discussed a couple of weeks ago that Putin must eliminate, neutralize Prigozhin once he called him a traitor, because otherwise he will lose the ability to govern by ruthlessness. The only problem with the timing is that it happened a bit too fast. It happened before Putin was able to essentially destroy the influence of Prigozhin in Africa, destroy the influence of Prigozhin on the remaining Wagner troops. And I think that this has to do exactly with Africa. I mean, in the last week, we saw a lot of escalation of the fight between the Ministry of Defense and Putin and the Kremlin on one hand, and Prigozhin on the other hand, on who will retain control over some of the most lucrative markets in Africa, over Mali, over Central African Republic. In fact, Prigozhin was in Africa the last 2 days, and he was on the way back from Africa trying to retain control over Mali and not to yield control to the Ministry of Defense. And I think it is this escalation of the interest in Africa that precipitated the action against Prigozhin.